Hello everyone, today I'm going to be having a look at this rather unusual Beldray roller cordless vacuum cleaner. Now I gave you a sneak peek at this a while ago. I think it was December last year. In fact, it was a video I uploaded on Christmas Day. I sort of showed you it, but that was it. I just said, look what I've got, I'll do the unboxing video later. Well, I did the unboxing video, but I've lost the footage, so I'm going to have to unbox it all over again. So the main reason I went for this, not because of the Beldray name, which I normally associate with ironing boards, but Beldray do a lot of small electrical items now. It's the design of this. It is quite different to regular cordless cleaners, and this is why I'm attracted to it. This is why I thought it would make an interesting video. Whether it's a good vacuum cleaner or not remains to be seen, but as far as something that's stylish and a little bit different to the norm, well, that's why I went for it. So let's open it up. I'll show you everything you get inside and then we'll have a go. Now, this cleaner has a 3-year guarantee, which is 1 year more than Dyson offer you. And when this first sold, it was about £250, and there was no way I was going to spend £250 on one of these. I think in the end this particular one cost me about 90, and I think it went down to even less than that. I think it went down to about £49.99 when it was on clearance, and I bought this from studio.co.uk, but don't look there now, folks, because they haven't got any. But you can always do a Google search for Beldray roller cordless vacuum and see if there are any retailers still selling this model. Failing that, you could always check eBay for new or second-hand versions. Okay folks, let's have a look what we get in the box. An instruction booklet, warning must read, that's telling us not to use any other charger with this machine and telling us how to empty it and wash the filters. Here we have a flexible hose, complete with handle, nice red colour, and the handle you can operate turbo boost, and I believe you can turn the cleaner off but not on. There's a quirk with this machine I've forgotten, but I know there's something odd about it. So anyway, we have a flexible hose, very useful on a cordless cleaner. We also have one of these combination crevice / dusting tools. Pretty short, but it'll do the job for your nooks and crannies. Is that going to close? There we go. We also get a carrying strap, so you can wear this on your shoulder. A dusting brush that you can angle different positions. It's medium soft, it's not ultra soft. I wouldn't use it on anything delicate, but on your blinds, your bookshelves, your lampshades, it should be okay. Here's the wand. Come on, it feels metal. I think it is metal. Yes, it's a metal wand, again in that rather nice red colour. Here's the main carpet and floor nozzle. With a brush roll very similar to a Goblin machine I've shown you on this channel. Very dense, as you can see. There are a lot of brushes, hardly any space where there isn't a brush. And you've got, there is a combination of brushes. The red brushes are ever so slightly stiffer than the blue ones. So it's designed for carpets and hard floors. Obviously not great at edge cleaning because you've got quite a large gap there and a substantial gap there. This gap is where you can take the machine out. There's a little screw thread there, you can just undo that and you can take the brush roll out for cleaning. But yeah, edge cleaning not very good on this, but it looks smart enough. This is the charging / storage base. this is what the cleaner sits on. It's very like a cordless electric kettle, the way it's designed here. So the cleaner sits on this. You plug the charger into the side here. There's a little hole where you plug the charger, and there's also storage for the two small accessories. Whoops, this is the charger, of course, 3-pin charger. And finally, out comes the cleaner. Let's move the box. Now, regular viewers or long-time viewers of my channel might remember the Vax Air Revolve, or the Hoover Air Revolve if you're watching this in the USA. Same machine, different brand. So basically, it is a very similar design to the Vax / Hoover Air Revolve, but of course it's cordless and it is smaller. And there was a much older machine called the GE Roll Easy. Again, it looks very similar to that, so I wonder if Vax / Hoover got the idea for their Air Revolve from the GE model. And I wonder if Beldray got their idea for this particular cleaner from Vax, because it does the same thing. Okay, so for charging up, we've got a handle here. So to charge, once the base of course is plugged in, you just place the machine on there, and these lights will illuminate, blue lights will illuminate to indicate the status of charge. And I believe the bin is located here. Just take the lid off. And here we have the dirt bin. Quite small capacity. Is there a max fill line? Well, there isn't a max fill line because you wouldn't see it anyway, would you? Inside the cleaner. So we can open it up and see the filter. Washable, of course. And this comes out. Oops, well, I thought it done. I've just broken it, folks. That doesn't bode well, does it? There we go. Here we have a metal mesh screen. You can rinse that underwater, I suppose. And here we have the container. So, doesn't really look like it's multi-cyclonic. So, back goes the filter. Now, which way did it come out? I should have checked. I think it goes in that way because the two tabs that stick up help you remove the filter. So that goes in there. And we just need to line up the padlock. There we go, there's a line. There we go, that's locked. But you only have to take the top off when you clean the filter. To empty the machine, you've got rather oddly placed underneath, you've got the catch that you release to open it. So you keep your hands away from the dirt. I suppose if you open it like that you can keep your hands away, but I think a button on the front would have been a bit better so you're nowhere near the dirt. But anyway, that's what you do to empty it. Not a lot to see in here. The motor situated right at the bottom there, and that's about all there is to look at in the unit. There's a little arrow here which we need to line up with the arrow on the red button. That's it. Here's the mains on-off button here. Does have some charge in it, but obviously I'm going to leave it to charge for the full time before I do a proper demonstration. So that's the machine itself, and there's also instructions that are replicated on that leaflet to show you how to wash the filter, etc. Okay, let's connect to the hose. Obviously this hose has electrical connectors inside to provide power to the main carpet and floor motorized head. You can see there are 3 prongs, and there are 3 holes just here, so obviously it'll only go in one way with the little red button uppermost. So that just pushes in there until it clicks into position. And if I remember, I'm not sure if we can turn it on from the cleaner, or do we have to turn it on from here or here? Let's just try. No, that was it. That was the quirk I found with this machine. You have a button here, but it says for turbo boost, so there are 2 speeds. But I'm sure that button turns the cleaner off. But to turn the machine on, you do have to use the button on the cleaner itself. But you can turn it off from the handle by holding down the button. But I think if we want the turbo boost, we just press the button once. Ah, it's not working. That's odd. Not a very nice sounding machine. Well, it did work eventually. So this does give you the turbo boost, which you may need. Didn't feel that powerful suction wise. Now, one thing I noticed when I first unboxed this cleaner, it was a while ago, so it's quite new to me again. You can't connect the motorised head directly to the handle like you can with so many other cordless machines. It's a different fitting, which is very odd. Because to me it would be ideal for cleaning your stairs like this. You could have this machine with a shoulder strap and you could be going up your stairs hands free, really, keeping the weight of the cleaner on your shoulder and using this, but you can't because it's a different fitting. How ludicrous is that? So really there's not a nozzle suitable for stairs. We've got the dusting tool, but you could use it. I mean, it's fairly stiff, I suppose. You could use that on your stairs, but it's not ideal. And you can use the crevice tool. Crevice tool is okay for the edges around your stairs and the wood trim up at the side of the stairs you normally have. Then you could put the brush out and do that. But as far as having a more deep clean with the motorised head, you can't actually do it unless you've got it connected to the wand. So I suppose you could still do it, but it might be a little bit awkward. There we go. So hopefully this should work when I turn the cleaner on. Very, very soft, that. If I can keep my hand on that and it's just a little tickle, it's not going to do very well on pet hair, I suspect. Might be okay on a hard floor and very gentle on a hard floor, but pet hair or ingrained dirt is well, even on turbo boost I don't think it's going to be very good, but I'm going to be giving this a bit of a test in this video. As I said, I bought this purely for its design because it's different to everything else. I mean, most cordless cleaners, and you've seen a few I've done recently, they normally follow the same design of having the motor unit in your hand, the motor unit, the bagless container, a wand, and then a motorised head, and you've got all the weight in your hand. Now with this, it is extremely, I could lift that with my little finger. So very easy to push. It'll follow you along with its 2 wheels, or you can just wear it around your shoulder with the carry straps, which fit, where do they fit? Onto here, look. But I have a feeling it's not going to be a good performer. So why can't the likes of Dyson do something like this? You know, Dyson cordless cleaners are among the best at actually cleaning. They do have some convenience issues, but Why on earth don't they have a look at other designs? Shark at least have given you other designs. They don't just do the stick type. They do the mini upright. What I'd like to see with Dyson, and I've said before, the Dyson outsize cordless, the bin on that is about the same size as the Dyson light ball, the small ball mains powered uprights. Why can't they just do a cordless upright, but you know, in the form of their corded machines? Or something as unusual as this. Can you imagine this in the Dyson brand? Obviously it would cost you £800 or something like that, but can you imagine that in the Dyson colours with a clear bin and bit of performance that you get with Dysons? Because Dysons, love them or loathe them, they do have good performance. Certainly the later models that I've looked at, very good performance, well, apart from the micro, which is pretty poor. But yeah, adjustable strap of course, so we can adjust it. But I could put that on my shoulder. All the weight then is taken up there by my shoulder, and there you go. I've got a lovely accessory. Might have to adjust the straps, but I can't feel any weight. It's very, very light. No weight in the hand, absolutely light, easy to push. No strain whatsoever. And of course, no having to keep my finger on the trigger. Okay, well I think I've shown you as much as I can show you of the cleaner itself. It's time to make sure this is fully charged, and we'll put this cleaner through its paces. Well, the cleaner is fully charged now. In Beldray state it should take around 4 hours to charge the battery when you first get the cleaner. Obviously subsequent charges won't take so long. It depends how long you use the machine. If you use it for a few minutes and pop it back on the charging base, it's not going to take another 4 hours to top the battery up. I must say I like the way it sits on the charging base. It not only stores and charges the cleaner, it also holds the wand and the floor nozzle, and of course the two small tools. So I like that about this machine. You can just tuck it away in the corner and just release it from the charging base. So when I need to use this machine, all I have to do is release it from the base, and of course I have to take the wand off, put your foot on the base so it doesn't move, and then I'm ready to clean, either using it as a little cylinder cleaner, pulling it along, of course using it as a shoulder vac, or if I don't want to attach the straps, I can just carry the machine like this and use it like this. But for floor cleaning, for carpets and hard floors, I think I'd probably use it like this and pull the cleaner along behind me. Okay, well, let's give it a go. Well folks, on its regular setting it had no trouble skimming over my plush pile carpet, but when I pressed the turbo button it was a bit harder to push. I don't know if it's picked anything up. I've not put any dirt down, obviously, not yet, but it'd be interesting to see if it's found any dirt that the previous vacuum cleaner I used has missed. We expect to find some dirt, don't we? No matter what machine you've used. Ah, well, there is a little bit of dirt, but not very much. There are 2 or 3 lentils that I managed to find from a previous demonstration that avoided. Oh, saying that though, folks, the last demonstration I did on this machine involved some black sand, and I don't know if you can quite see, if it's going to focus, there is a little bit of black sand in that. A couple of lentils, a bit of dog hair, but Not much, but obviously I haven't used it for very long, and this carpet was fairly recently vacuumed. Well, it's time to actually put down some dirt. See if I can actually pick it up from a carpet and a hard floor. Well, it's not as bad as I thought it would be. I didn't use the turbo function, and there's zero agitation on this cleaner with the very soft brushes, but for the surface dirt, it seems to have picked it up. I expect it's left some of the black sand. This mark here, I'm sorry to say, is a mark on the carpet. I don't know where it's come from, but this is where I tend to unbox all my vacuum cleaners, so that's what that is. But I'm leaving it for a while anyway, because I'll be doing a demonstration of my Bissell big green clean machine in this room, so it doesn't matter. I'm not bothered about dirty marks. But doing this, I can see lots of particles jumping up saying, me, why haven't you picked me up? Well, you haven't been picked up because I'm using a Beldray. Another style over function vacuum cleaner. It's rather cool looking though, you have to admit. But most people buy a vacuum cleaner because they want it to clean their homes, not just to look at. But I buy vacuum cleaners for all sorts of different reasons. I do want them to work, but sometimes they just look very good and they've got quite innovative design, but they don't perform very well. Obviously this is my plush carpet and it's quite a deep pile. A lot of vacuums don't like it. I'm going to clean up, or attempt to clean up, the rest of this. Then I'm going to do the same demonstration on a much shorter pile. And then finally we'll see how well the Beldray copes on a hard floor. Okay, let's have a look at the dirt picked up in the bin. I will say one thing for this, one positive thing, apart from it looks good, it does have a pretty large capacity. I'm sure I could get a lot more dirt up. Now, I'm on a different type of carpet. I've got 3 different types of carpet, just little mats that I got recently, different colours, different textures. So I'm going to empty the dirt out again, add a bit more dirt to it, do a final demonstration of carpet cleaning. I'll activate the turbo mode as well, and then we'll take the old Beldray into my kitchen and see if it's any good at cleaning hard floors. Just out of interest, I'm going to measure the suction power of the cleaner at the hose end using my suction gauge, first on the regular setting and also on the turbo boost mode. Now it's going to be a bit tricky to get a proper seal because of this switch here. It sticks out and it means I can't form a tight seal around the end of the hose. So what I'm going to try and do, now somebody suggested to me plasticine, which is a good idea. I don't have any, so I'm just going to try and wrap some cling film around. Now this is just to try and create a bit more of a seal to give us a more accurate measurement, because obviously when the wand or the nozzle is attached it would be more sealed in. So I think that's as good as I can get it. Let's see what this cleaner measures on regular and turbo. Well, the suction gauge measured around 34 on the regular setting and a respectable 54 on the turbo setting. I'm in my kitchen now, trying to tiptoe all the mess I've just thrown down onto my floor. I've emptied the entire container all over my kitchen floor and some over my entrance mat. So we'll see if this machine will pick everything up. It's not actually, to be honest, as bad as I was expecting. On a short pile carpet on turbo, it picked everything up from the demonstration I've just done. Anyway, as you can see, I've got it. This is the latest fashion accessory for spring summer 2021. Ideal for days out at the races, lunch with the girls, or just shopping. But of course we can't do that at the moment, can we? So I'll just have to pretend we can go out and have fun. Right, okay, let's see if it's going to pick up all this mess. Well, that was rather a lot of dirt for this Beldray roller vac to pick up, and I can honestly say that it's picked up everything that I put down in my kitchen, and it was a lot of dirt. We'll be having a look at the dirt again when I open the container. I used the regular suction mode for all the floors. I just switched to turbo when I was cleaning the entrance mat. The main floor nozzle isn't great at doing up to the edge. I had to get the crevice tool out to finish the job, and I used the crevice tool around the rest of the kitchen just for all the nooks and crannies, but every last bit of dirt has been picked up. It was all here where I'm kneeling on the kitchen floor. The nozzle itself is a little bit scrapey, but that could have something to do with the sort of dirt I put down, but it picked everything up. You can hardly hear that the nozzle's on, it's so quiet. Let's have a look actually on the underside. Oh, few little bits of debris there. I think that's some dog hair that I put down from the other demonstration in the living room. But apart from that, the brushes have remained pretty clean. Well, very, very surprising. I don't think I'd recommend this cleaner, to be honest, but it is far better than I expected it to be. And very big capacity. Look at all that muck that I've picked up. I mean, it's starting to spill out of the front here, but that is a large capacity for cordless vacuum. Well, that's about the end of my unboxing and demonstration of this Beldray cordless roller cylinder vacuum cleaner. At the time of making the video, I've checked Amazon and you can buy it for $144.99, and I believe that's direct from the Beldray store on Amazon, although I have seen it on eBay for around £80. I certainly wouldn't pay £145 for this, but £80, it makes it a bit more attractive. If you can buy it for under £80, £60 or less, then it's one you could consider. It performed far better than I was expecting it to. Not so good on plush pile carpeting, but on short pile carpeting it picked up most of the dirt. It works on hard floors, and you know, the battery lasted quite a long time. By the time I'd finished all the demonstrations, it was showing one light on the unit, but there was still charge left. So all in all, if you want something a bit different, a little bit quirky and unusual, then, you know, if it's under £80, it's one you could consider. If you've any comments or questions about this unusual cordless cleaner, please comment below, and I'll see you all very soon for the next video. Bye for now.